Good evening. The City Council will convene tonight on Thursday, March 24th to hold a regular meeting. Public participation to this meeting is provided in person and remotely via Zoom in accordance with Mass General Law. This meeting is being broadcast by Peabody TV. Remote participation can be accessed through the Zoom link on the City website. This meeting is also being recorded by the City Council stenographer. Please join me in a moment of silence, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. You've heard the motion by Councillor Gould. Any discussion? All those in favor? Any opposed? It's a vote. Councillor Turco.
Thank you, Madam President. If there's no objection, I'd like to move to receive item 7B and take that out of order and defer to the mayor.
You've heard the motion by Councillor Turco. Any discussion? All those in favor? Any opposed? It's a vote. Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Good evening, Council President. Good evening, councilors. Hope everybody's doing well. Happy to be here today to move forward with a couple of more appointments. I'm very close to getting fully caught up, but there's still some more that I have to do. And I want to thank a number of you who have reached out to me with recommendations for some residents of our city that would like to serve on different boards, which is terrific. So I'm hoping at the next meeting to have a few more that should get us almost fully caught up. But I appreciate that. But two important appointments that I wanted to bring forward today to you for appointment to some important boards. First is Ann Goggin. Longtime Peabody resident, has been a volunteer over at the Senior Center now for a number of years, has great energy, passion, really cares for the operation at the Senior Center. We have our outstanding director, Carolyn Wynn, here today in support of Ann, and I think she would be an excellent addition to the board. Has been aware of the operation for a number of years, and I think she'd be able to come in right away and contribute to the board and the important work they do. Also today, I have forward a gentleman who I think many of you have known for a long time, James O'Brien. He's worked for the city years ago as the director of Brooksby Farm, worked for a number of years helping with the DPS operation during snow removal, knows our community extremely well, and for the last number of years, he's been operating the Topsfield Fair and does an amazing job there. Again, somebody who knows our city extremely well, and I think he'd be a great addition to the Zoning Board of Appeals. To provide some valuable knowledge and information and an important perspective to the Zoning Board of Appeals work. I put both of them forward for 2-year terms. They're both here today, and happy to come up and say a few words, but I think they're two excellent additions, and I ask for your support. Thank you, Council President.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Would the appointees like to address the council? You're welcome to.
Good evening. My name is Ann Goggin. I'm a longtime resident of Peabody. I have been volunteering at the Senior Center passionately, and now I look forward to even being more helpful to serve as a board member. It's exciting, it's new, it's lots of things coming in down the road, and I'll do my best and passionately. Thank you.
Congratulations. Thank you. James, would you like to speak?
If I had been smart, I would have sat on this side of the room instead of dodging the cords. But I'm Jim O'Brien. I worked for the city, ran Brooksby Farm for 30 years. I worked with snow removal, as the mayor mentioned, for 40 years with the city. Even after I left, I still did that. I run the Topsfield Fair, and I really know the city, and I appreciate the opportunity to serve. So.
Would any councilors like to comment or discuss, or is there a motion on the floor? Councilor Daigle.
I'm just going to say thank you to both of you for offering your services, and especially one of my first bosses, Jamie, who I worked for at Brooksby Farm in college. Welcome. Thank you.
Councilor McGinn.
Yes, thank you, Madam President. Thank you to both of you for making yourselves available and volunteering for these roles. I've known Jamie for a very long time in a number of different capacities. Outstanding person, outstanding resident of Ward 2. Madam President, I'd like to make that motion if there's no other comments.
Any other counselors? Seeing none, Counselor McGinn.
Thank you, Madam President. Move to approve the appointments of Ann Goggin, 1 Nichols Road, Peabody, Mass., to the position of Council on Aging for a 2-year term to expire 12/31/2025, and James O'Brien, 24 Cottage Street, Peabody, Mass., to the position of the Zoning Board of Appeals for a term, 2-year term to expire December 31st, 2025. So moved.
You've heard the motion by Counselor McGinn. Any discussion? Seeing none, roll call vote.
Councilors Turco,
Yes.
Welton,
Yes.
Melville,
Yes.
Gamache.
Yes.
McGinn,
Yes.
Gould.
Yes.
Daigle.
Yes.
Manning Martin.
Yes.
Higgins.
Yes.
Peach.
Yes.
Motion carries 10-0.
Thank you, councilors.
Thank you and congratulations. At this time, we're going to move into hearings, but I am going to turn the chair over to Counselor Manning Martin as these hearings are Ward 3 matters.
Thank you. We will move to item 4A, Class 2 Motor Vehicle License Transfer. Would the clerk please read the notice?
Notice is hereby given that the City Council of the City of Peabody will conduct a public hearing on Thursday evening, March 14th, 2024, at 7:30 p.m. in the Frank L. Wigan Auditorium, 24 Lowell Street, Peabody, Mass., and remotely via Zoom on the application from Celso Ribeiro, care of D&D Auto Sales and Repair Corp., 32 Walnut Street, also known as 36B Walnut Street, Peabody, Mass., requesting the transfer of a Class 2 motor vehicle license from Robinson Cruz, 32 Walnut Street, also known as 36B Walnut Street, Peabody, Mass. For remote participation using the Zoom platform, please visit www.peabody-ma.gov under Calendar on the homepage or contact the City Clerk's office. Peabody City Council, Councilor Stephanie R. Peach, City Council President.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Is the petitioner present? Would that be you, sir? Excellent. Could you please state your name and an address into the record, please? Yes, just push the button.
Good afternoon. My name is Celso Ribeiro. I'm new president for the D&D Auto Sale and Repair, located in 36B Walnut Street.
Sure. And could you briefly tell us what you'd like to do?
What's it? Sorry. Sorry, what is it?
Could you tell us what you would like to do?
The sell car, used car.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay, thank you very much. Is there anyone in the audience that would like to speak in favor? Anyone in the audience to speak in favor of the petitioner? Anyone on Zoom? No one on Zoom. Is there anyone in the audience to speak in opposition? You'd like to speak in favor? Yes, absolutely. Please.
I can speak for him?
Oh, yes, if he would like that.
Hi, how are you? My name is Thais. I work with Celso. We got the dealership and we like to transfer the dealership to Celso since he's the new owner. And we sell used cars there, and we own this business and we like to get on with this business, now selling these cars and used car, and it's a family business, and just like to get on.
Excellent. Thank you very much for assisting. I appreciate that. Is there anyone in the audience to speak in opposition to the petitioner? Anyone in the audience to speak in opposition? Anyone on Zoom? Being none, Councilor Peach.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I had the opportunity to speak with the applicant this week. This is a transfer of a Class 2 motor vehicle license. D&D Auto has been on Walnut Street for quite some time. As the applicant stated, they are now the new owners of this business, so they're just getting their paperwork in order. In the packet, I guess I will move to receive late 1 as this pertains to this hearing.
You heard the motion on the motion. All in favor? Any opposed? It's a vote.
Thank you. Late 1 is communication from the police department. As we've seen in other applications for a plan to where vehicles will be delivered, the applicant shared with me a lease agreement that they have for space that is off-site. I did not provide that to the council as it has all of their, personal details of their lease agreement in there, and I didn't think that was appropriate for public record. But they do have a location. This is a lease agreement that's been in place prior to them even owning this. This space is very unique and small, so they're very well aware that they can't get cars delivered to their business, and it's how they've been operating, so I foresee no issues with that. There's also on the license copy that we received from the previous holder, it states 10 cars, but the applicant is looking for 8, and they have provided a layout of 8 cars that fit inside. All cars are stored inside their building. So they have agreed to the existing hours of operation, which are 9 to 6 p.m. Monday through Saturday with no Sunday operating hours, with a limit of 8 vehicles, and all vehicles must be stored inside only. I have no issues with this application, so at this time I'll turn it over to my counselors for comment.
Thank you, Council Peach. Any questions from the councilors? Any comments? Council McGinn?
Thank you. Through you to Councilor Peach. I understand the reluctance to provide the off-site lease information to the council, but will it go to the police department since it was there to address their concern about where the vehicles are going to be delivered?
Through the chair to Councilor McGinn, I can provide that to Sergeant Harkins, just so he's aware that there is something in place and that there shouldn't be an issue with this location.
That's great. I think just closing the loop on that makes sense. Thank you. Thank you, Madam Acting President.
Thank you, Council McGinn. Any other comments? Being none, I'll entertain a motion to close the public hearing.
So moved.
On the motion, all in favor, any opposed? It's a vote. Council Peach.
Thank you, Madam Chair. This time I move to approve the Class 2 motor vehicle license from Celesio Ribeiro, operating as D&D Auto Sales and Repair Corp. at 32 Walnut Street, aka 36B Walnut Street, Peabody, Mass. With the conditions that the hours of operations are 9 to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday, no Sunday hours, with a limit of 8 vehicles to be for sale at any given time, and all storage of vehicles must be inside. So moved.
You heard the motion. Remarks on the motion? Being none, roll call.
Councilors Turco,
Yes.
Welton,
Yes.
Melville.
Yes.
Gamache.
Yes.
McGinn,
Yes.
Gould,
Yes.
Daigle,
Yes.
Higgins,
Yes.
Peach,
Yes.
Manning Martin.
Yes.
Motion carries 10-0.
Congratulations. Thank you very much. Next, we'll move on to item 4B, lodging house license. Would the clerk please read the notice?
Notice is hereby given that the City Council of the City of Peabody will conduct a public hearing on Thursday evening, March 14th, 2024, at 7:30 p.m. in the Frank L. Wigan Auditorium, City Hall, 24 Lowell Street, Peabody, Mass., and remotely via Zoom on the application from 39-41 Walnut Street Realty Trust, 26 Priscilla Way, Lynn, Mass., requesting a lodging house license at 39-41 Walnut Street, Peabody, Mass. For remote participation using the Zoom platform, please visit www.peabody-ma.gov under calendar on the homepage or contact the city clerk's office. Peabody City Council, Councilor Stephanie R. Peach, City Council President.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Is there anyone in the audience who would like to, I'm sorry, would the petitioner please come to the podium, state your name and address, and tell us what you'd like to do?
Thank you. Good evening. My name is George Kalkos, and what we tend to do, we want to, I don't know what's the right word, legalize 5 SRO single-room occupancies, because we bought the building about a year and a half ago. That's what we found. So now I guess there's no paperwork. So we did the appropriate, whatever was necessary, and that's why I'm in front of you, to grant me the license to rent it, the 5 SROs, for SROs, so we can accommodate single people, you know what I mean?
Okay, thank you very much. Is there anyone in the audience to speak in favor of the petitioner? Anyone to speak in favor? Anyone on Zoom? Being none, is there anyone to speak in opposition to the petitioner? Anyone in opposition? Anyone on Zoom? Being none. Council Peach.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I had the opportunity to speak with the applicant this week, and I've also been in contact with our building department, our health department, and our fire department when this was first sent to the City Council some weeks ago. As the applicant described, there has been housing, apartment living at this location for many, many years. And when they were being very proactive and getting an inspection done is when our health department realized that some of the units don't qualify for standalone apartments, which why he's here tonight for a lodging house license. So with that said, there is not a response from the fire department in here, but I did reach out to Captain Dowling, and everything, all inspections and paperwork is in order for this to be granted. And the health department, you can see in their comments, has done all of their inspections, and the comments that I received from Sharon Cameron were that when this issue was brought to light, the applicant was very forthcoming and very great to work with to get everything organized to make sure that their property is on the up and up. So I have no issues with this application. At this time, I'll turn it over to other councilors.
Thank you, Council Peach. Councilors, Councilor Gamache.
Yes, just a question through you. Is this the old Scorus building that had a lodging license years ago? No? Okay, thank you. So it's a new license?
That's correct.
Okay.
So this is a new license. When it first came through, I thought it was the coffee house as well. It's not. It's a few buildings down. So yeah, this is a completely new license.
Any other councilors? Being none, I'll entertain a motion to close the public hearing.
So moved.
You heard the motion. All in favor? Any opposed? It's a vote. Council Peach.
Thank you, Madam Chair. At this time, I move to approve the application from 39 to 41 Walnut Street Realty Trust, 26 Priscilla Way, Lynn, Mass., requesting a lodging house license at 39 to 41 Walnut Street, Peabody. So moved.
You heard the motion. Remarks on the motion? Being none, roll call.
Councilors Turco,
Yes.
Welton,
Yes.
Melville,
Yes.
Gamache.
Yes.
McGinn,
Yes.
Gould.
Yes.
Daigle.
Yes.
Higgins.
Yes.
Peach.
Yes.
Manning Martin.
Yes.
Motion carries 10-0.
I thank you very much. It's been a pleasure doing business in this great city, sincere, because we already run another, I don't want to call them lodging room, I want to call them single room occupancy. And I think our record shows that we do things one way, the right way. So again, I want to thank you.
Thank you very much. Have a great night, sir.
All right, moving along from our hearings this evening, reports of committee. The committee of the whole met this evening. All councilors were in attendance except for Councilor Rossignol, who is not here this evening. We got a great update from the mayor and the director of the Children's Museum, Ellie Haydock, and I think we were all happy to hear of the financial situation that is occurring over at the Children's Museum. There was one motion that came out of that meeting, so I bring it forward to the full council tonight. This is a motion from Councilor Manning Martin to request the 5013C paperwork that was filed by the Friends of the North Shore Children's Museum. So moved.
You heard the motion. Remarks on the motion? Being none, I'll entertain a motion to close the public hearing. So moved. You heard the motion. Remarks on the motion? Being none, roll call. Councilors Turco,
So moved.
Welton,
So, any discussion on the motion? Seeing none, all those in favor, any opposed? It's a vote. And can I get a motion to receive late 2, which is the presentation from the meeting? You've heard the motion. All those in favor, any opposed? It's a vote. And that just about concludes the update from the Committee of the Whole. So moving on to the Finance Committee, Councillor McGinn.
Thank you, Madam President. The Finance Committee met earlier this evening. Present for the committee were Councilors Gamache, Gould, Manning, Martin, Turco, and myself as chair. All other councilors, I should say, were present with the exception of Councilor Rossignol. There were 2 items on the agenda. Both were routine matters, quarterly transfers of funds. The first item was transfer of fund cable fund expense in an amount of $14,446.69 and $3,210.38. This was presented to us by the treasurer, Mr. Titlebaum, and it led to the following motion from Councilor Gould. Move to approve transfer receipts reserve cable fund for quarter 3, account number 2700000333017, Q3, in an amount of $14,446.69, and account number 2700000333017, Q3, in an amount of $3,210.38. 2, cable fund expense, account number 2700000530007, in an amount of $14,446.69, and account number 2700000530007, an amount of $3,210.38. Madam President, that motion passed the Finance Committee unanimously. I now bring it for consideration of the full council. So moved.
You heard the motion by Councillor McGinn. Any discussion? Seeing none, roll call vote.
Councilors Turco.
Yes.
Welton.
Yes.
Melville.
Yes.
Gamache.
Yes.
McGinn.
Yes.
Gould.
Yes.
Daigle.
Yes.
Manning Martin.
Yes.
Higgins.
Yes.
Peach.
Yes.
Motion carries 10-0.
Councillor McGinn.
Thank you, Madam President. The next item on the agenda was also transfer of funds, cable fund expense, in an amount of $202,000, $271.96, also presented to us by the treasurer, Mr. Titlebaum, which led to a motion from Councilor Gould as follows. Move to approve transfer from receipts reserve cable fund, account number 2700000333017, an amount of $202,271.96, to cable fund expense, account number 2700000530007, an amount of $202,271.96. Madam President, that motion passed the Finance Committee unanimously. I now bring it for consideration of the full council. So moved.
You've heard the motion by Councillor McGinn. Any discussion? Seeing none, roll call vote.
Councilors Turco.
Yes.
Welton.
Yes.
Melville.
Yes.
Gamache.
Yes.
McGinn.
Yes.
Gould.
Yes.
Daigle.
Yes.
Manning Martin. Higgins.
Yes.
Peach.
Yes.
Motion carries 10-0.
Councillor McGinn.
Thank you, Madam President. That completes the report of committee.
Thank you, Councillor McGinn. Moving on to motions, orders, and resolutions. Councillor Turco.
Thank you, Madam President. I just have one motion. Bear with me. I hope my directions are correct, but this would be a motion to discuss restricting by ordinance Casco Road as a no left turn when heading west onto Linfield Street and turning south onto Casco Road. Also restricting Casco Road as no left turn when heading north on Casco Road and west onto Linfield Street. And that would be a co-motion with Councilor Welton and Councilor Gould, but I think every councilor here has had some input into this and some discussion. But I'd like to refer that to legal and ask that Captain Richards, Attorney Khan, the mayor, and Will Politz come to discuss. And they are all aware of the motion tonight. So moved.
You've heard the motion by Councillor Turco. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, any opposed? It's a vote. Councillor Turco.
No further motions.
Councillor Welton.
Thank you, Madam President. No motions this evening, but I would like to give a huge thank you to Department of Public Service Director Will Politz and his team. There was a water main break earlier this week on Robin Road. Obviously, no one wants to deal with that sort of thing, but they were out there right away taking care of it and making sure the neighborhood was safe and taken care of. So huge thank you to them. No further motions.
Thank you. Counselor Melville.
No motions this evening, thank you.
Thank you. Counselor Gamache.
Move on to, yes, thank you. Move on to suspension of rules. Receive the communication from Don Kahn, City Solicitor, concerning 27 Emily Lane. So moved.
You've heard the motion. Any discussion? All those in favor, any opposed? It's a vote. Counselor Gamache.
No further motions.
Counselor McGinn.
Thank you, Madam President. On suspension of the rules, move to receive item 7A and refer to finance. So moved.
You've heard the motion by Counselor McGinn. Any discussion? Seeing none. All those in favor, any opposed? It's a vote. Counselor McGinn.
Thank you, Madam President. Under suspension of the rules, since this also deals with the same matter that was in 7A, I will, under suspension of the rules, move to receive item 8A and refer to finance. So moved.
You've heard the motion by Counselor McGinn. Counselor Gould.
Thank you. Councilor McGinn asked to receive that. I'd like to read it into the record, whatever is appropriate. I'll wait for Councilor McGinn to finish his motions, orders, and resolutions.
Yeah, we can take the vote, and then you may read it, Counselor Gould.
Okay, thank you.
You've heard the motion by Counselor McGinn. All those in favor, any opposed? It's a vote. Counselor McGinn.
I'll defer to Councilor Gould if he wants to read that at this point.
Thank you. Counselor Gould.
Thank you, Madam Chairwoman. Councilor McGinn, thank you. Captain Richard, who's not here, asked me to read this into the record for him. He's down at the FBI National Academy in Quantico, Virginia, and graduating tomorrow morning. Anyway, the letter is, Honorable Mayor Ted Betancourt, esteemed members of the City Council and residents of Peabody. Unfortunately, I cannot attend tonight's City Council meeting as I am scheduled to graduate from the FBI National Academy in Quantico, Virginia, tomorrow morning. However, the need for a new police station is of such importance that I'm writing you this letter in hopes that it be read into the record this evening. After dedicating 25 years of my life to service to this great city, I come before you today with a plea that resonates deeply within my heart, the urgent need for a new police station for the Peabody Police Department. Throughout my tenure in our police department, I have witnessed firsthand the challenges and shortcomings of our current facility. It is not merely a matter of aesthetics or convenience. It is a fundamental necessity for the safety and efficiency of our officers and the community they serve. As someone who has walked the halls of our current police station daily over the past 2+ decades, I can attest to its limitations, from overcrowded workspace to outdated infrastructure that hampers our ability to respond to emergencies effectively. Sadly, our current station falls short of meeting the demands of modern law enforcement. Our officers deserve better. They deserve a facility that enables them to carry out their duties with the utmost professionalism and efficacy, equipped with state-of-the-art technology, ample space for personnel and equipment, and the necessary resources to address the constantly evolving challenges of policing in the 21st century. But this plea extends beyond dollars and cents and simply politically. It is a matter of respect and recognition for the services of our officers that our officers make each day to keep our communities safe. It is a testament to our unwavering commitment to support those that put their lives on the line every day to protect ours. As a captain who has served alongside the dedicated men and women of the Peabody Police Police Department, I implore you to join me in advocating for the construction of a new police station. Let us stand together, not just as residents, but as a community united in our commitment to ensuring the safety and well-being of all who call Peabody home. In closing, together, let us make our support known and our voices heard, and ensure that our officers have the tools and resources they need to continue serving and protecting with the integrity and excellence that defines our proud city. Thank you for your consideration and support. Sincerely, Captain Scott C. Richards, Special Services Commander, Peabody Police Department. Thank you, Madam Chairwoman. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Counselor Gould. Counselor McGinn.
Thank you, Madam President. Under suspension of the rules, move to receive item 9B and set up a public hearing. So moved.
You've heard the motion by Counselor McGinn. Any discussion? All those in favor? Any opposed? It's a vote. Counselor McGinn.
Thank you, Madam President. Move to request a street light from DPS and PMLP at the pole located in front of 31 May Street, M-A-Y Street. So moved.
You've heard the motion. Any discussion? All those in favor, any opposed? It's a vote. Counselor McGinn.
Thank you, Madam President. No further motions.
Thank you. Counselor Gould.
No motions this evening, Madam Chairwoman.
Thank you. Counselor Daigle.
Thank you, Madam President. No motions. I'm just going to wish everyone a happy Pi Day, and beware of the Ides of March, and happy St. Patrick's Day. Thank you.
Thank you. Counselor Manning Martin.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Motion to receive item 8D and send to Industrial and Community Development. So moved.
You've heard the motion. Any discussion? All those in favor, any opposed? It's a vote. Counselor Manning Martin.
No further motions. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Counselor Higgins.
Yes, under suspension of the rules, I'd like to receive item 8C, Aggregate Industries Annual Report. I'd like to see it distributed to the City Solicitor, Building Inspector, Fire Department, Conservation Commission, Board of Health, Planning Board, and Department of Public Services. So moved.
And we're going to add to send that to the Aggregate Committee as well.
Yeah, as well.
Yes.
Most importantly.
You've heard the motion by Counselor Higgins. Any discussion? All those in favor, any opposed? It's a vote. Counselor Higgins.
Okay, thank you, Madam President. I'd like to make a motion to request DPS and PMLP to install a street light on a pole at 55 Harrison Ave.
You've heard the motion. Any discussion? All those in favor, any opposed? It's a vote. Counselor Higgins.
That's all the motions and resolutions I have for tonight. Thank you.
Counselor McGinn.
Thank you, Madam President. On suspension of the rules, move to receive item 8E. So moved.
You've heard the motion by Counselor McGinn. Any discussion? All those in favor, any opposed? It's a vote.
Thank you, Madam President. On the suspension of the rules, move to receive and approve all papers being in order. Banner request, International Festival Committee, 24 Lowell Street. So moved.
You've heard the motion. Any discussion? All those in favor, any opposed? It's a vote.
Thank
Councilor
you, Madam.
McGinn.
Thank you, Madam President. On suspension of the rules, move to receive item 10A and adopt as advertised. So moved.
You've heard the motion from Councilor McGinn on 10A, which is the salary of the mayor. Any discussion? Seeing none, roll call vote.
Councilors Turco,
Yes.
Welton,
Yes.
Melville,
Yes.
Gamache.
Yes.
McGinn,
Yes.
Gould,
Yes.
Daigle,
Yes.
Manning Martin,
Yes.
Higgins,
Yes.
Peach.
Yes.
Motion carries 10-0.
Councilor McGinn.
Thank you, Madam President. All set.
Thank you. Councilor Turco.
Thank you for letting me speak again, Madam President. I neglected, as I think we all did, to say another fabulous election from the clerk and her staff, a national election. And I obviously know you were missing a big piece of your team that day, so it went off flawlessly, and everybody did a great job. And I did recently hear that there might be no school on some future, which is the only snafu we have, but not related to you. But I've heard that they're going to address the school calendar with elections, so that would be great if that's done. But thank you for having another great day.
Any other councilors? Seeing none, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
We're adjourned.